What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you from the Mobile Lounge. Friday Eve. We're almost there, guys. The Medicare, Medicaid, supplemental insurance company, whatever they call themselves, they just left a little while ago. My wife and I, we got 3 months. I don't really pay attention. We got 3 months to choose a plan. And they were really helpful. I mean, they weren't like a typical salespeople. The guy was really professional and went over everything. And to him, it didn't matter which plan we bought. He wasn't trying to push the most expensive one. I think he saw my gun on my side, so. No, but all jokes aside, I think we got something we're going to make a decision on, and hopefully it'll be the best one for us. For me, anyway, since it's my insurance. It's the thing about it, once you get old and retire, your insurance plan goes to singular. So well, my wife's got a while to go. She's 10 years younger than me. But when she's able to retire, God willing, I'm still around with her, we'll both have two separate insurance plans. We won't have a joint plan like you can now, which it's all crazy. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This is my blue stem Ardor. I don't know what kind of shape that is. It's sort of Rhodesian, semi-bent, bull cap crown, rusticated, something. It just says Urano on the bottom. Like uranium, Uranus. One of those days, guys. One of those days. Well, in this Urano is some of the amazing Revor Plug. And I'll thank JC for that. He texted me a picture of him smoking a bowl yesterday in one of his little Prince pipe. Beautiful little pipe. And I was like, damn, now I want a bowl of Revor. So, here we are. So, as I told y'all yesterday, you saw Mike the mailman do the handoff and gave me that package in through my window yesterday. I planned on showing y'all today what was in that box, and the box that I received earlier before mailman Mike. Oh, mailman Mike brought the one earlier. UPS guy brought the one that he handed it off there. Because I told y'all with that one box, I said there was 95 cigars in that box. Well, let me set that down, as bad as I hate to. Well, to make up that 95, here's 50 of them right there. This is those ones, the little coronets. There's 10 in this tin. So I bought a brick of 5, which gives me 50 cigars in this brick here. So, and a little story about Undercrown. Drew Estate was rolling a primo top of the line cigar under the line of Liga Privada as a T52. Well, the Tablacaricist cigar rollers, they were smoking them. They would like roll two and smoke one. Roll two or three, put one in their pocket, have it for later. They were smoking, and those cigars were premium. So Jonathan Drew told them, say, look, y'all got to quit smoking them as much. I mean, not quit smoking them. So they came up with this blend, which has got some of the same components as the T52, but this made it for the working man's premium cigar. So they were able to knock them down to like $8. $8 is a fair price for Undercrown Toro. Some places are high, some places are lower, but that's about right. $8 for it. And the T52s, they go anywhere from $12 to $15, $18. So yeah, Undercrown is a good cigar. It was my favorite cigar a few years back. I'd smoke one of those almost every day. So next up, I do the bulk one, Southern Draw. So bundle of 20. This is the Cedrus. Southern Draw is owned and operated by veterans out of Texas. I don't know who was rolling these when they first started a few years back. They haven't been around forever like some of these other places. Matter of fact, Drew Estate's only been rolling those for like 12 years now. But anyway, back into the Southern Draw. I don't know where they were rolled at before, but they're Nicaraguan, some Honduras, in some of them. But now they're rolled by AJ Fernandez at the AJ camp down in Esteli, Nicaragua. These are just one of probably a dozen line of the Southern Draw. I've smoked a few different ones and enjoyed them. The Rose of Sharon is a Connecticut. I don't really care for Connecticut wrappers, just the way they taste on my tongue. So I don't smoke many Connecticut's. I do have some Southern Draw 300 hands that are Connecticut that I got free. I got a bundle of 10 free with another order. But they've got the Firethorn, the Jacob's Ladder, and it's said that it takes 300 hands to make a cigar. 300 hands touch the tobacco before you put it in. So I'll always call it 301 because I'm the last one to touch it. So he has a line of cigars, 300 hands, and one called 300 Manos, which is 300 men. So I don't know where they were made before, but like I say, now AJ's rolling them for them. So there shouldn't be any issues with them. If there was any issues before, I don't know, because I don't think I had smoked any of them at that time. So let me get a puff. The next cigar I have here is blended by Edgar Hoyle. The one shot, one kill, Osak. This is the wrapper that it comes in. It doesn't come in cellophane. I bought a box of these back at the beginning of COVID, and it came with a red bandana with this design on it. This is the biggest cigar in the lineup, and they call it a Desmadroso, and it's a Perfecto 7x52. This is just one great cigar. Edgar Hoyle and Christian Ayara got together and collaborated this cigar, and it's hard to find them. It's hard to find the Osak. Hard to find the one shot, one kill. That's a Habano wrapper on it with Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers in that. Next brings me up to Pier 28. This is a guy from California named Tim Wong. Got together with Eric Espinoza, and if you know anything about Espinoza cigars, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He got together with Eric Espinoza, and this is the Pier 28. It comes in different wrappers. You got Connecticut, Maduro, Habano. That's what this is. This size is almost considered Lancero, but they call it a Rabido. So it's like Lancero. Lancero is usually 7x38 or something like that, long and skinny. These are either 6 3/4 or either they're 7, but they're like 42 ring gauge. Very nice, smooth, middle of the road cigar. It's a great cigar. The next two, not only do they make cigars, but they also dabble in the pipe tobacco business. Some of you guys might have heard of Colt Blood Red Moon, and they have a couple other blends of Colt. I don't know what they are. I only tried the Blood Red Moon, wasn't crazy about it. And that was in 21. I smoked like one bowl out of it and I threw it away. Yeah, I know. I should have kept it. I knew I wasn't going to smoke it, and I didn't know anything about pipe tobaccos and stuff at that time. So I was like, man, I just don't like this stuff. Threw it away, along with some other aromatics. But anyway, here is the Colt in the Maduro line, and it also is Nicaraguan long fillers. I've never had this cigar, but man, it looks good. It looks nice, brown, oily. It's not real toothy, but it looks like a good cigar just from looking at it. So I'm kind of excited to try one of these. The band on it, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's sort of like Vikingish. So we'll give that a try, maybe tomorrow. Next up, you guys have heard of Warped pipe tobacco. They have Cloud Hopper, Until the End, Sarto. There's 7 blends. I have most of them. Of course, I'm on the spot now. I can't think of them all. Sarto, I think, has English in it, so I'm not real crazy. I never tried that one. But they got the Cloud Hopper, Until the End, the Red Hunt, there's a couple other, the Scarecrow, and Saint Espresso. And with the Cloud Hopper, here is a Cloud Hopper cigar. This has, I got it wrote down here, Corojo wrapper. I've never had one of these. I've smoked the Cloud Hopper pipe tobacco by Warped, but I've never had one of these. And when I was making my order the other day, I said, you know what? I'm going to get one of these. Well, 5 of them. I'm going to smoke one of these and smoke some of the Cloud Hopper pipe tobacco the same day. I know they're not going to taste the same because they're both cured in different ways. One's cured.
Is yours about the same size as that edge? My guess would be that it's about the same size. Because I got to get a ladder to get up on the top of it. It seems like it's about the same height.
What's up, buddy? No problem, no problem.
Comparing a Honda to a Ford.
And a couple guys walking down the road, they stopped and was looking at my wife's car. They didn't see me sitting in the lounge here, and he sort of jumped when he saw me, and he was like, "We're just comparing the size of this to my Honda. My wife's got a Ford Edge." And he's like, "We're just trying to compare this to the size of my Honda." Like, all right, no problem. Just don't touch that mojo. So anyway, the Cloud Hopper. This is like a, well, it could be called a Corona Gorda because it's like a Corona size, but it's like 5.5 instead of the usual like 4 1/4 Corona size. But it's like a 38, maybe 40, but like a 38 ring gauge on it. So I'm going to smoke one of these and smoke a bowl of the Warped Cloud Hopper the same day. And like I was saying, I know they're going to be different in taste because you can't compare a cigar to pipe tobacco because the way they've been cured, treated, and aged, and whatever else it is they do to it. Plus, there'll be 300 people touch this, and with the Cloud Hopper pipe tobacco, probably only a dozen people would touch it. That was just a little pun there. Anyway. Next up, we have the Nica Rustica Adobe. Adobe, this is a Habano wrapper also. When this first came out, I think like last year, just a year ago, a little over a year ago, I smoked the regular Nica Rustica, which is a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Pardon me. I avoided these because I thought they were Connecticut. Then Boswell's got some in, and I probably about 6 months ago, I guess, I don't know, I saw them in there and I was like, well, damn, what kind of wrapper is that, Archie? That's not a Connecticut. He said, no, it's a Habano wrapper. I was like, well, hell, I'll take a couple of them. They're really good cigars. They're like $5 a piece. You can't beat it for the price point. I mean, it is just an awesome cigar. And then now brings me to the last but not least. I don't know if any of y'all ever seen or heard of Oscar Valladares. I think his first offering was called The Leaf. And that's where his cigar was rolled in a big tobacco leaf instead of a cellophane wrapper or a piece of paper or anything like that. And they came in Connecticut, Maduro, and I think Corojo and a Habano. Because I never tried the Connecticut for, I don't like Connecticut. And I was in Archie's probably over a year ago. I was in Boswell's. I always call it Archie's because he's the one that I deal with mainly. I was in there and they had these on the wall. And these are a barber pole. Honduran, Dominican, and Nicaraguan long filler and binders and filler. The wrapper is Candela, and Maduro. And Candela is a green wrapper, which is hard to see if it's really green in this lighting. But Candela I usually avoid. But when I saw that for the first time it being in a barber pole, I was like, you know what, I'll try one of those. And I forget what I paid for it at Boswell's. I went up in the lounge and I smoked it. And it was just, it blew me away with the flavors from it. The way the Maduro and the Candela wrapper played together. It blew me away. So I ended up, when I come back down to leave, I was like, hey, that 2012, you got any boxes of those? And he did. So I bought a box. Just smoking one. It was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. So I bought a box. And I smoked through them. I mean, I smoked one the next day, and a couple of days later I had one. I gave one to a buddy, and we smoked them up. So then I bought another box, and then they were unavailable. And when I was shopping the other night, I just come across down through the line and showed they had them. And they were, it was like $75 for 10. So $7.50 a piece. That's about fair for a cigar. It's a good price for a middle of the road, just regular cigar. $7 to $8, $9, depending on where you go. But I wouldn't pay $10 or $12 for this cigar. But $7 or $8, that's in my price range. I don't have no problem spending that on it. I'll buy $8 cigars all day long as they're worth it. So that brings us to the end of our ride, so to speak. I know some of you like cigars, and I know some of you don't. And I know some of you like to hear about cigars just in case one day you might want to pick up another habit or hobby. And I'm here to help. The amazing Revor Plug. All right, guys, that's it for today. I got to get rid of that mustache hair. I'll tell you that. It only wants to bother me when I come out here. Maybe it's from the pipe smoke makes it curl or something. I don't know. Well, you know the bad thing about this Ardor, it gurgles. I smoked this tobacco in a different pipe, and it don't gurgle. So it's the pipe, it's not the tobacco. I'm not going to try to say that this pipe is the best of and blah blah blah. That ain't me. But it does taste good in it. So remember, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And with that being said, until next time, you know what to do. Stuff them and puff them.